Follow RINGNEWS24 on Twitter and Facebook. On Saturday night, Dibella Entertainment returned to the Fox Theater at Foxwoods Resort Casino in Mashantucket, CT, with another action-packed installment of its popular Broadway boxing series, presented by Nissan of Queens, Azad Watches, OPTYX, and Christo's Steakhouse. Headlining the event, Manchester City's match sharpshooter Remillard, 129, lived up to his nickname, as he just could not miss against the tough yet stationary Mexican southpaw Yardley Cruz, 130, of Sacramento, California. Once ranked 2 in the world before his loss to future world champion Mikey Garcia in 2011, Remillard's edge and speed and power were on display as he picked up the third victory of his comeback that began in April of this year. Trained by Connecticut Boxing Hall of Famer Paul Sitchin, Remillard proved to be effective at cutting off the ring and trapping cruising corners, tagging the midsection with stinging straight rights. As the bout wore on, the very accurate Remillard unleashed more of his arsenal, battering Cruz with uppercuts and straights that snapped his adversary's head back. The punishment continued until the referee felt Cruz had taken enough, ending the contest at 231 of round 4, awarding Remillard the TKO victory and improving his record to 261-15 KOs. Cruz is now 229-12 KOs. Making her 9th appearance at Foxwoods Resort Casino, women's junior lightweight contender Shelly Shalito's Way Vincent, 129, of Providence, Rhode Island, dominated the hard-punching, former world title challenger Calixta Salgado, 130, of Tolu, Colombia, over 8 rounds. Vincent immediately worked her way inside and kept the fight at close quarters for the remainder of the contest, digging hooks to the body and head. Whatever leather Salgado threw, Vincent was able to easily evade by bobbing and weaving. Round 7 exploded with fireworks, as Vincent and Salgado traded with abandon to the delight of the fans. Vincent controlled the action in the final stanza to claim a unanimous decision on scorecards of 7,973 twice, and 7,775, improving her record to 2-1-1-1 KO. Salgado's record fell to 1593-10 KOs. Now 3 fights removed from her only defeat, losing a decision in a heated battle against rival Heather Hardy in August 2016, Vincent has feverishly sought after a rematch of what was considered the female fight of the year by Ring magazine. Boxing betting. Click here for free boxing betting tips and odds. The 19-year-old Marvelous Mike Juan Williams, 143, of East Hartford, Connecticut, fought at Foxwoods for the 8th time out of 9 professional fights and demolished southpaw Sumner Martin, 144, of Martinsville, VA, in the opening stanza of a scheduled 6-rounder. Williams pressed the action from the outset, landing punishing left hooks and short straight rights that had Martin in trouble and on unsteady legs, forcing a stoppage at the 219 mark. Trained by Paul Sitchin and managed by the renowned Jackie Collin, Williams upped his record to 95 KOs. Martin's ledger dropped to 76-4 KOs. Williams was a decorated amateur with a 4,513 record, highlighted by 3 gold medal performances at the Ringside World Championships, in addition to winning the PAL Tournament and Silver Gloves Championships. The popular Nicholas de Quatro, 141, of Johnston, RE, and pro-debuting Andre Belcaris, 146, of Bennington, VT, engaged in an entertaining 4-round brawl. Both de Quatro and Belcaris dispensed with technique, intent on slugging it out and playing to the crowd with moments of flash and bravado. Belcaris, who entered the bout with an MMA background, was the aggressor early, though de Quatro shot hooks downstairs that would tire his adversary later on. De Quatro and Belcaris each landed wild haymakers in the third. A visibly winded Belcaris lost his mouthpiece twice in the final frame, as de Quatro outworked him to win a unanimous verdict with tallies of 4,036 twice, and 3,937. De Quatro, now 2-0-1 KO, made his pro debut at Foxwoods on September 15, scoring a first-round knockout. Canadian middleweight contender Steve Rolls, 162, of Toronto, scored a highlight reel knockout against Mexican Andrick Saralegui, 168, of San Diego, California, in round 3. Rolls dictated the pace, controlling the distance with a steady jab and expert footwork, never letting Saralegui in close enough to land solidly. Straight rights downstairs added to Saralegui's discomfort over the first 6 minutes of the contest. A 3-punch combination in the third, culminating with a devastating left hook to the body, sent Saralegui to the canvas in pain, and the bout was immediately stopped at the 217 mark. With the victory, Rolls improved his record to 170-10 KOs. Rolls has had 2 impressive victories televised by Showtime's ShowBox series. In December 2015, Rolls stopped the 901 Steed Woodall in 4 rounds, and most recently, he earned an 8-round decision win against the dangerous 17-11 Demond Nicholson on June 9. Before turning pro in 2011, Rolls had a very successful amateur career, competing on both the 2009 and 2010 Canadian national boxing teams, finishing with an 8,314 record overall. A 2016 New England Golden Gloves champion, welterweight Kiri TNT Todd, 146, of Lynn, Massachusetts, earned a unanimous 6-round decision versus the experienced Vincie Dixon, 148, of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. While Todd employed textbook boxing technique, pinpointing jabs to the body then following up with combinations upstairs, an apprehensive Dixon remained defensive-minded throughout. By the third frame, Todd was caving in Dixon's midsection with vicious hooks. Scorecards read 6,054 and 5,955 twice, all for Todd, to improve his record to 65 KOs. Dixon now stands at 7,212 KOs. Ending an 8-month absence from the ring, Puerto Rican prospect Nicolas Flaz, 156, of Bayamon, was taken the distance for the first time as a pro, battling a game Eli Augustama, 162, of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, over 6 rounds. Flaz applied pressure at the start, finding a home for his straight right upstairs. When Augustama closed the gap, Flaz banged the body. In the third, Augustama was cut near his right eye as a result of Flaz's consistent jab. Augustama had a late rally in the final frame, but Flaz closed the show, landing counter shots to seize a unanimous decision on scores of 6,054 and 5,955 twice. Flaz, who was a 3-time national champion as an amateur, compiling a record of 887, upped his pro ledger to 54 KOs, while Augustama dipped below the .500 mark to 67 KOs. In his debut at Foxwoods Resort Casino, South Bahirshid-Beck Nurmatov, 158, opened up the card, quickly dispatching of Toronto, Canada's Bruce Luchmedial, 159, inside round 1. Nurmatov, born in Uzbekistan, but now living and training in Brooklyn with Andre Rozier, was the taller fighter and used his longer reach to keep Luchmedial at bay with the jab. Backing Luchmedial against the ropes, Nurmatov landed 3 right hooks to drop his foe. The same punch felled Luchmedial a second time moments later, and the bout was stopped by the referee at the 238 mark. Promoted by Dibella Entertainment and managed by David McWater Split Management, Nurmatov, who was an experienced amateur competing in 324 bouts and winning the 2014 European National Championship, improved to 42 KOs. Luchmedial's record is now 24 KOs. Read more articles about Matt Remillard.